Hi everybody, welcome to Front End House YouTube channel. Today we will speak with Olga, who is UI UX designer, and this video is for you if you're on your way of creating your digital product and you're wondering how to organize the process of UX, what are advantages, what is the process, and how the work looks like.
And how UX can improve your business.
Yeah. So let's watch intro and then move to our topic. So let's move to the first question, which is how does UX improve your business and why should we care about it?
Okay, so this is a very broad question. Yes, let's start with what UX design is. The UX design cares about your product before you actually create it, and before you even think about what it will look like. It cares about everything prior to it. So first of all, the UX design helps you craft your business strategy around your users' needs. It helps you to understand your users and basically thanks to the UX design, you can understand who is your user, what are his needs, what are his pain points, and what kind of value you can give to your customers. A UX designer can help you craft your business strategy around all of this, and that way you can consciously provide the value to your customers basing on real data from research. This is the main value creator of the UX design for your business, but this is not everything, because when you invest in the UX design, you also alleviate financial risks that are posed by software development. As we all know, software development is a very complex process that is not very cheap also, as we also know, and UX design is that part in that process that helps you to optimize it and also to alleviate various kinds of risks. So it's best to invest in a digital product, knowing your customers, knowing what kind of value you want to provide them, and what kind of market environment is your product going to be launched in.
So UX is the first thing we have to work on before launching the new product, right?
Yes. Of course, if you have some idea and you come to us with that idea, the UX design will help you validate it. So basically, we'll make sure that your business idea is good and is going to basically give your customers the value that they are actually seeking. So if you have, most businesses start with some kind of theory, and UX design is here to help you validate it.
It's like research, like very deep research before starting the work on the product.
Yes, right? Yes, exactly. Yes, but it's not only about the research, because they are also, simply researchers. But the difference between researchers and UX designers is that UX designers actually make decisions based on the data from the research. So they can basically translate what your users need into an actual product. It's also worth mentioning that when you invest in UX design, you also decrease the cost of overall software development, because refining design is much cheaper than, for example, implementing changes at the development stage. So UX design helps you to craft the minimum viable product, which helps you to avoid financial risks and test your product on the market first. So that way you don't, invest in the full version of a product, but instead you take the most important value creators and you build an MVP around that. Then you launch your product and you gather the feedback from your users. This method of developing software helps you to manage your investment better.
What will happen if we don't start the work on UX design on the beginning of the project?
Okay, so this obviously depends on the kind of product, on the kind of project that you have. But I would say that so the biggest risk that you might face if you decide not to invest in the UX phase is that the overall cost of the software development might be a lot higher than it would be if you invested in the UX. This is the main risk that not investing in the UX poses here. But also, as I mentioned before, fixing bugs, refining your product is much cheaper if you invest in UX design. So those are the two things that are really important here. But also, you have to understand that if you decide not to invest in the UX design and not to validate your idea for a business, the risks of implementing it will be much higher than they would be if you first validated that idea. I think that the UX design is a key phase here because you basically gather data that helps you to create better product, better business model. Obviously, the overall process will depend on what you bring to the table, what kind of products you have, what kind of project you want to do with us. One of the interesting tools that we use to help businesses grow is workshops. For example, UX designers optimize the process of software development using workshops. Because, normally if you have an idea, you have to bring it to all of your stakeholders and you have to get them to approve before you proceed. But when you have a UX designer in your team, such a person can help you optimize the whole process. For example, by organizing UX workshops. Let's say I, for example, gather all of the decision makers in one room, and together we craft a UX strategy, an idea for the product that is instantly, accepted by everyone because everyone contributes to it. This is a way of optimizing the whole process, but obviously we use workshops not only for that, but we can basically help you craft an idea for a product from scratch, even if you don't know anything about what your product might be. What is also worth mentioning here is the fact that you don't have to bring, a digital problem to solve. You can have any kind of non-digital problem to be solved, and UX designers can help you to solve that too. Because the UX design is not only about the digital experience, but we focus on the experience in general, the user experience in general. So even if you come here with a different problem, for example, you are looking for ways to improve the processes in your company. If you want your employees to work more effectively, you want to increase the capacity, UX designers can help you with that too. We are focused on the user experience in general, not just the digital experience. So to summarize, the UX design can help you with delivering value to your customers. This is the main goal of the UX design, to help companies, help businesses to deliver value to their customers and craft the experience that help you bring that value to them. That is why it's worth considering investing in the UX phase. The UX designer can help you grow your user base. They can help you to increase loyalty among your customers. They can help you increase your conversion rates, and they can help you to spend less money on the overall product development process.
Thank you, Olga, for such amazing explanation. I have one more question about UI and UX design, because we're talking about these two processes as separate ones, but I know that they are very similar and connected with each other, not similar.
Yes, they are connected to each other, but not exactly similar. Actually, the UI designers take care of the graphical user interface. They craft the graphical interface of your product based on the results delivered by the UX designers. But that is obviously that's not everything that UI designers do. when you invest in UI design, you don't only get a beautiful interface, but also UI designers create design systems. And design system is a design guideline of your product, and also a design repository of components, thanks to which you can greatly decrease the costs of further product development. Because if you already have a design system, creating, expanding your product is way easier than it would be if created from scratch. That's why it's worth considering to invest in creating a design system for your product if you plan to, greatly expand it in the future. Mm-hmm. Or if you create some kind of complex systems that you will be developing over the years, investing in the design system is very good in that case, because it will greatly optimize the cost of the whole process. So if you have an idea for a digital product, or you have identified an area in which you can deliver the value to your customers, but you don't know how, we'll be thrilled to help you delivering that value.
You can also reach our team, and our team of developers and UX and UI designers will have to work on your project, improve it, and of course save your money thanks to UX workshops. All links to our website and to contact us form will be in the description. You can click it and reach us. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!